and stout steeples and drown the town. Through operous and thought-executing fires, vaunt couriers of oak-cleaving thunderbolts, send my white head. And thou, all-shaping thunder, strike flat the thick rotundity of the world, crack nature's molds, its makes and grateful man.
Uncle, court holy water in a dry house is better than this rain water out of doors, good uncle. In, as thy daughter's blessing, here's in my pities, not a wise and nor fool.
Well, for thy belly goes, speed fire, spout rain, nor rain, wind, thunder, fire, oh my daughter. I touch you not, you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave. Poor, infirm, weak, despised old man. Yet I told you, servile ministers, that will with two pernicious daughters join your high-engendered battles against the head so old and white as this. Oh, 'tis foul.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield. And I know that so unless my sister surprised you at her word. Beyond what can be valued. But she parted my chains no mercy and lovely. She must be short. And I profess myself the child their love or father child. The love that makes strength for and speech on it. Beyond all that, so much I love you.
The great gods that keep this dreadful putter over our heads, find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch, that hast within thee undevoted crimes, unwhipped of justice. Hurry thee, thou bloody hand, thou perjurer, and thou similar of virtue that art incestuous. I am a man more sin against than sin.
But lad, bareheaded, oh gracious my lord, pardon my ear is a hovel. Some friendship would it lend you against the tempest? Hold you there, while I to this hard house, more harder than the stones whereof 'tis raised, which even by now demanding after you, denied me to come in, return and force their scanted courtesy.
Wits begin to turn. Come on, my boy. I thirst, my boy. I'm cold. I am cold myself. Where is this straw, my lord? The art of necessities is strange and can make vile things precious. Come, you hovel. What fooling knave, I have one part of my heart that's sorry yet for thee.
Sister, it is not unlike to say what was nearly opportune to us both. I think my father will hence tonight. Oh, see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it has not been little. Always loved our sister most. It is the infirmity of his age. Yet he hath never but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. And we must listen from his age to inform us not alone of the long and craft condition therewithal. The unruly waywardness, the choleric and infirm years bring with them.
Such a constant start till we might have together.
Our father carry authority with such disposition as he bears this lesson render epistle, but offend us.
We shall further think of, we must do something to eat. Alack, 'tis he. Why, he was ready, but now as mad as the vexed sea, singing aloud, crowned with red fumiture and furrow weeds, with hardock, hemlock, nettle, cuckoo flower, darnel, and all the idle weeds that grow in our sustaining corn. What can man's wisdom in the restoring his bereaved saints? She that helps him take all my outward work.
There is needs, madam. Our foster nurse of nature is repose, the which he lacks. That your book in him are many circles operative, whose power will close the eye of anguish.
All blessed secrets, all you unpublished virtues of the earth, spring with my tears. The aid and remedium in the good man's distress. Seek for him, lest his ungoverned rage dissolve the life that wants the means to lead it.
Prithee, uncle, tell me whether a madman be a gentleman or a yeoman?
A king!
He's a gentleman that has a gentleman to his son, for he's a mad yeoman that sees his son, a gentleman before him.
There are 1,000 red burning spits come hissing in upon him.
Oh, he's mad that trusts in the tameness of a wolf, a horse's health, a boy's love, or a horse oath.
It shall be done. I will arraign them straight. Sit down here, most learned justice. Thou, sapient sir, sit here. Now you sheep fox.
What do you do, sir? Oh, stand you not so amazed. You lie down and rest upon the cushion.
I'll see their trial first, bringing their evidence. Thou, Roman man of justice, find thy place. Bench by his side, you are the commission. Arraign him first. You strong rope. I here take my oath before this honorable assembly. Kicked the poor king.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it.
Ah! Crying mercy! I mistook you for a joint stool.
Give me the map there. Know that we have divided into 3 our kingdom. And 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, preferring them on younger strings, while the unburdened crawl towards death. Tell me, my daughters, now we will divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of states. Which of you, shall we say, does love us most? And we are largest bounty may extend where nature does with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, liberty, beyond what can be valued rich or rare. Less than life, race, health, beauty, honor, as much as child heir loved or father fond. Love that makes breath poor, speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much, I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent?
Here's another whose warped looks proclaim what store of heart is made on. Stop her there! Arms, arms, sword, fire, corruption is the place. Post justice, why has thou not escaped?
Oh, pity, sir, where is the patience that you so often have boasted to retain?
Little dogs, you know. Trade blanch and sweetheart, see? They bark at me. And the lamp lies reading. See, it grieves about her heart. Is there any cause in nature which makes these hard hearts? Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, shadowy forest and Champagne's wrist, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. Gliding out of this what says our second daughter? What dearest Reedy, wife of Cornwall?
I am made of that self-metal as my sister, prized me at her word. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love, only she comes too short. But I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone to felicitate in your dear highness's love, and poor Cordelia, yet not so, since I am sure my heart's more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary heir remain the sample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space by the king pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now our joy, whose young love, the vines of France, the milk of Burgundy, strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing.
Nothing?
King would come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot feed my heart and my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more nor less.
Oh, Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begotten me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties as a right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands? They say they love you all. Haply when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my flight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
Goes thy heart with this?
I, my good lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Truth and be thy dower. But by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by all the operations of the orbs from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I disclaim my paternal care, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee from this poor hair.
Good, my liege.
Peace! Not even the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight, so be my grave my peace, for here I get her father's heart from her. Go France! Who stirs? Go Burgundy, Cornwall, and Albany. Mighty all the showers, I just prefer. The pride which she calls greatness marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, preeminence, noble lords affects the troop with majesty. For ourselves by monthly course, with reservations of 100 nights, by you to be sustained, shall an abode make with you by due turn. Only we shall retain the name, and all the addition to a king. The sway, revenue, execution of the rest. Beloved sons, be yours, which to confirm the coordinate part between you.
Lear, I have honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master father, as my great patriot, thought on in my prayers. Answer my life, my judgment. My youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Oh, vassal, miscreant!
Dear sir, forbear. Kill thy physician and thy fee bestow upon the foul disease. Revoke thy gift, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throats, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
There's Cordelia. Thou art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken and most loved despised. Thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful, I take up what's cast away. Gods, tis strengthened in thy cult's neglect. My love should kindle to inflamed respect. Thy doubtless daughter, king, thrown to my chances, queen of us, of ours, and our fair France. Not all the dukes of waters Burgundy could buy this unprized, precious maid of me. Bid them farewell, Cordelia, though unkind. Thou losest here a better where to find.
Thou hast her France. Let her be thine. For we have no such daughter, nor shall we ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our love, our benison.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
Jewels of our father with washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister most loath to call your faults as they are named. Love well our father. To your professed bosom I commit him. Yet alas, stood I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place, so farewell to you both. Prescribe us not our duty.
Let your study be to content
here. Rest a while.
Make no noise, make no noise. Draw the curtain so. We'll go to supper.
And I'll go to bed at noon.
Thou nature art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? Whether I am some 12 or 14 moonshines, lag of a brother? Why, bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape is true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base? With baseness? Vastly base? Base? Who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than none, within a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating a whole tribe of fox got between sleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well then, legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, God, stand up for bastards!
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
No. Well, what needed then that terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? Quality of nothing hath no such need to hide itself. Let's see. I mean, if it be nothing, then I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir, pardon me. It is a letter from my brother I have not yet read. And from as much as I have perused, I find it not fit for your order.
Let's see. Let's see.
I hope for my brother's justification he wrote this as but an essay or taste of my virtue.
This policy of reverence of age makes the world bitter to the best of our times. Keeps our fortunes from us till our oldness cannot relish them. I began to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of aged tyranny who sways, not as it hath power, but as it is suffered. Come to me that of this I may speak more. If my father should sleep till I wake him, you should enjoy half his revenue forever, and with the beloved of your brother Edgar. Conspiracy. Sleep till I wake him, you should enjoy half his revenue. My son Edgar, and he had hand to write this, a heart and a brain to breathe it in.
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in the contents.
Oh, villain! Villain! Very opinion in the letter. Detested, abhorred villain! Go! Search him! These later eclipses of the sun and moon portend no good to us. That villain of mine carries out a prediction. The bond twixt son and father cracked. Oh, Edmund, we have seen the best of our times. Treachery and all ruinous disorders follow us disquietly to our graves. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose nothing. Do it carefully.
This weaves itself perforce into my business, and I have one thing of a queasy question which I must act. Briefness in fortune work. Brother, a word! Descend, brother, I say! My father watches. Oh, sir, fly this place. You have now the good advantage of the night. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He's coming. Hither, now, in the night, in haste, and greeting with him. Have you nothing said upon his party against the Duke of Albany? Advise yourself.
I'm sure not a word.
I hear my father coming. Pardon me. In cunning, I must draw my sword upon you. Draw!
gods against patricide did all the thunder bend, spoke with how manifold and strong a bond a child is bound to the father. Sir, in fine, in seeing how loathly opposite I stood to his unnatural purpose, in fell motion with prepared sword, he charges home my unprovided body, lashed mine arm, and in seeing my best alarmed spirits, bold in the quarrel's right, roused to the encounter, full suddenly he fled.
Let him fly far. Not in this land shall he go uncaught, and found, dispatched. The noble Duke comes tonight. By his authority I shall proclaim it, that he who finds him shall deserve our thanks, bringing the murderous coward to the stake. He that conceals him, death.
This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeits of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters, the sun, the moon, stars, as if we were villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treachers by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are killed in by a divine, lusting on. To both these sisters have I sworn my love, each jealous of the other as the stung are of an adder. Which of them shall I take? Both? One? Or neither? Neither can be a joy if both remain alive.
Day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he vanishes into one gross crime or other and sets us all at odds. I'm not enduring. His master wife himself breaks up on every trifle. I'll not treat with him. When he returns from hunting, say I am sick. Services you shall do well. Keep open and I'll answer. He's coming, madam. I hear him. Very never did you please, you and your fellows I have. His taste is letting to my sister, whose mind and mine I know in that are one, not to be overruled. I will man that still would manage his authorities he had given away. Life, old fools are babes again, and must be used for tricks as flatteries when they are seen abused. Remember that I was sent. Well, madam.
Let me not stay down for dinner. Go get it ready. Now, what art thou?
Very honest fellow, and as poor as the king.
Thou makes poor for subject disease for a king. Thou art poor enough. What wouldst thou?
Service?
Who wouldst thou serve?
You?
Does thou know me, fellow?
No, sir, but you have that in your countenance, which I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
What services canst thou do?
I can keep an honest counsel, I run, or a curious tale intelligent, and deliver a plain message bluntly. That which ordinary men are fit for, I am qualified in. And the best of me is diligence.
How old art thou?
Not so young, sir, to love a woman for singing, and not so old to dote on him for anything. I have years on my back, 48.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no worse after dinner, I will not part with thee yet. Dinner! Ho! Dinner!
Sirrah! I'll teach thee a speech.
You?
Mark it, Uncle. Have more than thou showest, speak less than thou knowest, lend less than thou owest, ride more than thou goest, learn more than thou throwest, set less than thou throwest, leave thy drink and thy whore, and keep in the door.
This is nothing, fool.
Tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Ridley, tell him, so much the rent of this land comes to. Not believe a fool.
Dost thou call me fool, boy?
All thy other titles thou hast given away, that thou was born with.
This is done altogether, fool, my lord.
No, nay. Lords and great men would not let me. If I had a monopoly out, they put a part of it, and the ladies too. They'll be snatching. They would not let me have all the fool to myself. Now go. Give me a name, and I'll give thee 2
shall it be?
Why, after I cut up the egg in the middle and eat up the middle, the two crowns of the egg. Thou closed thy crown in the middle, and gavest away both parts. Thou didst borne thine ass on thy back on the dirt. Thou hast little wit in that bald crown when thou gavest thy golden one away. If I speak like myself in this, let it be witness that finds it so. Keep a schoolmaster that can teach thy fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
And you lie, sir, or I will have you whipped.
Ah, I marvel what kin thou and thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for speaking true. Thou have me whipped for lying. And sometimes I whip for holding my peace. I'd rather be anything than a fool, and that would not be thee, nuncle. Thou hast spared thy wit on both sides and left nothing in the middle. Oh, here comes one of the pairings.
Now, daughter, what makes that frontlet on? You are too much of late in the frown.
Thou wast a pretty fellow when thou hast no need to care for her frowning. Now, thou art an O without a zero. I am better than thou art, uncle. I am a fool. Thou art nothing. Oh, forsooth. I will hold my tongue, so your face fits me, though you say nothing. Mum, he that keeps nor crust nor crumb, weary of all shall have none. That's a shellfish cock.
Sir, not only this, you're all licensed fools, but other of your insolent mention of you hourly carve and quarrel, breaking forth in rank, and not to be endured riots. Sir, I thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safer dress, but I'll grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoken done, that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance, which if you should, all would not escape censure, nor the redress is sweet.
Ah, me not the ass, draw the cord, the horse before the ass. Woodchuck, I love thee.
Are you our daughter?
Sir, I would you would make use of your good wisdom, whereof I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions which of late transport you from what you rightly are.
But you know, uncle, the hedge sparrow fed the cuckoo so long that it had its head bit off by its young. So out went the candle, and we were left darkly.
Does Lear know me? This is not Lear. Does Lear walk thus, speak thus? Where are his eyes? Either his notion weakens, his discernings are lethargy. Ha! Waking! It's not so. Who is it can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
I would learn that. By the marks of sovereignty, knowledge, and reason, I should be full persuaded I had daughters.
They will make an obedient father.
Your name, dear gentlewoman.
Sir, this admiration of yours is much of the same as other worthy traits. Sir, being old and reverend should be wise. Here you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this our court shows like a riotous inn. Shame itself doth speak for instant remedy. Be therefore desired by her that else will take the things she begs, a little to disquantity your train, and the remainders that shall still depend be such men as may besort your aid, who know themselves and you.
Darkness. Devils. Degenerate bastard. I'm not troubled in, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people and your disordered realm
How ugly thou didst in Cordelia's show, which like an engine wrenched my frame of nature from the fixed place, drew from my heart all love, and added to the gall. Oh, Lear, 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 beat at this gate and let thy folly in thy dear judgment out.
My lord, I am guiltless as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
Maybe here. Dear goddess, here. Suspend thy purpose if thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful. Into her womb convey sterility. Dry up in her the organs of every sent from her delicate body, never spring a babe to honor her. She must create a child of spleen, that it may live and be athwart his nature torment to her. Let it stamp wrinkles in her brow of youth, with cadent tears fret channels in her cheeks, and turn all her mother's pains and benefits to laughter and contempt. She may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to no more of it. Let his disposition have that scope as dotage against it.
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than trust too far. Let me still take away the harms I fear, not fear still to be taken. I know his heart. What he hath uttered I have written my sister. She sustained him in his 100 nights when I showed the unfitness. Oh no, Oswald. Have you written that letter?
I madam.
Inform her full of my particular fear, and thereto add such reasons of your own as may compact it more. Hasten your return. Sir, this milky disposition and course of yours, though I condemn none yet under pardon, you are much more tasked for want of wisdom than praise for harmful mildness.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better, oft we mar what's well.
Nay, then you
Well, then, dear.
Go you before Gloucester with this letter. Acquaint my daughter no further with anything you know that comes from her demand out of the letter. If your diligence be not speedy, I shall be there for you.
I will not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letter.
If a man's reins were in his heels, we're not in danger of knives.
Aye.
I prithee, be merry. My wit shall not go slipshod. Shall see, thy other daughter shall treat thee kindly, for though she says like this, as a cracks to an apple, yet I can tell what I can tell.
What canst tell, boy?
She will taste us like this, as a cracks to a crab. Dost thou not know why thy nose is in the middle of one's face?
No.
Why, to keep one's eyes of either side's nose, that what a man cannot smell out, he may spy into.
Did it wrong?
Dost thou know how a rooster makes its shell?
No.
Nor I neither. But I can tell why it still keeps his house.
Why?
To put its head in, not to give it away to its daughters and leave its quarters without a case.
Your kindness, monster in fact.
Thou would makes the good fool.
Take it again, perforce.
If thou were my fool, I'd have thee make for me all the whole I time.
What's that?
Just oh, wise.
Oh, let me not be mad, not mad. Sweet heavens, keep me in temper. I would not be mad.
I heard myself proclaim, by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. The port is free, and no place that guard with most unusual vigilance does not attend my taking. Whilst I may escape, will preserve myself. And methought to take the basest and most poor ship that ever penury can tempt a man brought near to beast. My face all grimed with filth, blanket my loins, elf my hairs in knots. And with presented nakedness, outface the winds and persecutions of the sky. The country gives me proof of precedent of bedlam makers, who with roaring voices strike and numb and mortified bare arms, pins and wooden bricks, nails, sprigs of rosemary, and with this horrible object, from low farms and poor pelting villages, sheepcotes and mills, sometimes a lunatic band, sometimes in prayers, enforce their charity. How poor Turley God! Poor Tom! That's something yet. Edgar, I nothing.
My lord! At their home, I did commend your highness's letters to them. Ere I was risen from the place that showed my duty kneeling. Came there a wicked toast. Stupid in his haste, half breathless, panting forth from Gonril, his mistress's salutations, 11 letters in spite of intermission, which presently they read, commanded me to follow and attend the leisure of their answer, gave me cold looks, and in meeting here the other messenger, whose welcome I perceived had poisoned mine, having more man than wit about me through, he raised the house with loud and coward cries.
Winter's not gone yet, and the wild geese fly that way. Fathers that wear rags shall make their children blind, but fathers that bear bags shall see their children kind. Fortune, that arrant poor never turns his eyes to the poor, but for all of this, thou shalt have as many dollars for thy daughters as thou canst sell in a year.
Oh, how this mother climbs up toward my heart. Down, thou climbing sorrow, thy elements below. Where is this daughter? The king would speak with Cornwall. Dear father, was the daughter speaking? A man, 10 service. Are they informed of this? Brethren, blood, we are not ourselves. When nature being oppressed commands the mind to suffer with the body. Oh, forbear. I have fallen out with my more hideous will to take the indisposed and sickly fit for the sound man. Death on my name! Wherefore should he sit here? This act persuades me that this remotion of the Duke and her is practice only. Get me my servant forth. Tell the Duke and his wife I'd speak with them now, presently. Bid them come forth and hear me, or at the chamber door I'll beat the drum till the cry sleepy dead. Oh, me, my heart, my rising heart, down.
Uncle.
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace.
I'm glad to see your lordship.
Regan, I think you are. I know what reason I have to think so. If thou shouldst not be glad, I would divorce me from thy mother's tomb, sepulchre and adulteress. Beloved Regan, my sister's not. Oh, Regan, she hath tied sharp-toothed unkindness like a vulture here. I can scarce speak with thee. Thou not believe with how depraved quality. Oh, Regan.
Oh, sir, I pray you take patience. I have helped let us know you have to value her desert that she's a scant her duty.
Say, how is that?
I cannot think, sir, my sister would fail in her obligation. If, sir, perchance she had restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground, and such a wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curses on her!
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of her confine. You should be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state better than you yourself. Therefore, I pray you, that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her.
Ask her forgiveness. You would mark how this becomes the house. Dear daughter, I confess that I am old. On my knees I beg that you vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me of half my trade, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue most serpent-like upon the very heart. Oh, the stored vengeances of heaven fall on her in grateful talk. Strike her, young bones, you taking airs with lateness.
Aye, sir, fire!
Nimble lightnings dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes. You infect her beauty, you fen-sucked fogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall.
Oh, the blessed God! So we shall be when the wretched mood is on!
No, Regan, thou shalt never receive my curse. Thy tender, hefted nature shall not give thee over to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine do comfort and not burn. 'Tis not in thee to grudge my pleasures, to cut off my train, to bandy hasty words, to stamp my sizes, and in conclusion to oppose the both against my coming in. Thou knowest better the offices of nature, bond of childhood, affection, courtesy, dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom hast thou not forgot, wherein I lived out. Tell me, if you do love old men, if your sweet sway allow obedience, if you yourselves are old, make it your cause. Send down and take my part. Art not ashamed to look upon this beard. Oh, Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds, and don't each term so.
Besides, you are to come. Will you yet hold?
I pray you, Father, being weak seems so. If till the expiration of your month your return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me. I am now from home and added that provision which is needful for your entertainment.
Return to her, and 50 men dismissed. No, rather I abjure all roofs, and choose to wage against the enmity of the air, to be a comrade with the wolf and owl, necessity's sharp pinch. Return to her. Yet thou art my flesh and blood, my daughter. Or rather, a disease that's in my flesh, which I must needs call mine. Thou art a boil, a plague sore, or a boxic carbuncle in my corrupted blood. Thou that chide me, let shade come when it will. I do not call it. Mend when thou canst, be better at thy leisure. I can stay with Regan. I can be patient. I can stay with her. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I look not for you yet, nor am I provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister. For those that mingle reason with your passionless all know. She knows what she does. I dare avouch it, sir. What 50 followers? Is it not well? What should you need of more? Yea, or so many that will charge in danger, speak yet so great a number? How in one house should many people under 2 commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants or from mine?
Yes, why not, my lord? If then they tend to slagging, we can control them. If you will come to me, for now I spy a danger, I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20, so no more will I give place or notice.
What need you 5 and 20, my lord? or 10, or 5, when twice so many have a command to follow you?
What need one?
Reason not the need. The basest beggars are in the poorest things superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. That's life is cheap as peace. Thou art a lady. You heavens, give me that patience patience I need. You see me here, you gods, a poor old man, as full of grief as age. If it be you that stir these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not so much to bear it seem. Touch me with no anger. Let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. No, you unnatural hags, I will have such revenges on you both, that all the world shall. I will do such things. What they are yet I know not, but they shall be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? No, I'll not weep. I have full cause for weeping. But this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or I'll weep. A fool!
Black and what I like is unnatural dealing.
Most savage and unnatural.
Say nothing of this. I have received a letter this night, just dangerously spoken. I have locked the letter in my closet. Briefly, we must incline to the king. I will seek him, and if my life and I die for it, as the West has threatened me, the king, my old master, must be relieved. There's strange things toward Edmund. Pray you be careful.
This courtesy forbid thee shall the Duke instantly know. And of this letter, too. This seems a fair deserving, and must draw me that which my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Most speedily to my lord your husband, show him this letter. The army of France has landed. Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Oh, hang him instantly!
Look out his eyes!
Lead him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not for your beholding. Advise the Duke we are going to a most festive preparation. We are bound for the life. Our post shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. How now? Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hence. Some 5 or 6 and 30 of his knights, hot questers after him, met him at gate, who with some other of the lord's dependents are gone with him toward Dover, where they both have well-armed friends.
Well, sweet lord, and
Seek out the traitor Gloucester, pinion him like a thief, and bring him before us. So well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our cowards shall do a curtsy to our wrath, which men may blame, but not control. Who's there, the traitor?
the grateful fox, 'tis he!
Bind fast his corky arms.
What need your graces? Good my friends, consider you are my guests. Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard, hard, no filthy traitor!
Unmerciful lady as you are, I am not.
To this chair bind him, villain thou shalt find. Ugh.
'Tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the ear.
So what? Such a traitor!
These hairs without just ravish my chin would quicken and accuse. I am your host. With robber's hands, my hospitable favors, you should not ruffle us. What will you do?
Come, sir, what letters had you late from France?
A simple answer, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you had with the traitors late-footed in the kingdom?
Whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false!
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? What's thy that charge?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that.
Because I am tied to the stake, and I will.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nail pluck out his poor old eyes, or thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh sink Boris fangs. The sea was such a storm storm as his bare head and hell black night endured would have buoyed up and quenched the stellar fires. But yet he, poor old heart, he helped the heavens to rain. If wolves had at thy gate howled that stirring night, thou shouldst have said, good porter, turn the key. All cruel as else subscribe. I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
Sink shalt thou never. Fellows, hold the chair.
Hey, he who would take the lift of the old, give me some help. Help.
Upon these eyes of thine, I'll set my foot.
Oh, God.
One side will mock man and the other two.
If you see vengeance,
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you since I was a child, but fellow heroes have never done even now to bid you home. If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this call. What do you mean?
villain!
Then come on and take the chance of anger. I am slain. My lord, you have one eye left. It's so mischief worthy.
Lest it see more, prevent it, out, I'll kill it! Where is thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless. And where's my son Edmund? Edmund! You take along the sparks of nature. You break us hard out.
How treacherous villain, thou callst on him that hates thee. Who is he that makes the overtures of thy treasons to us? Who is too good to pity thee?
Oh, my folly. That Edmund was abused.
Abuse!
Oh, God, forgive me that. And prosper him.
Go, thrust him out of gates, and let him smell his way to Dover. How now, how is it, my lord? How help you?
I have received a hurt. Turn out that eyeless villain, though that's slain upon the dunghill. Regan, I bleed of pain. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm!
Good, my lord. Enter here.
They go in thyself. Seek thine own knees. This tempest will not give me leave to ponder things would hurt more, but I'll go in. In, boy. Go first, you houseless poverty. Then get thee in. Pray that I'll sleep. Oh, naked wretches. So here you are. By the pelting of this pitiless storm, how shall your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness defend you from seasons such as these? Oh, I've taken too little care of this. Take physic, pomp, expose thyself to feel what wretches feel, that thou mayest shape the superflux to them, show the heavens more just. Bomb and help! Oh, poor God!
Help! Come on in here, uncle! Here's the spirit! Help me! Help me!
Give me thy hand. Who's there?
The spirit, he says it's foretold!
What art thou that dost grumble this strong?
Away! Away! The foul fiend follows me! Through the hawthorn blow the winds! Get thee to thy bed and warm thee!
Exactly all you thy garments and art now from the midst.
Oh! Give anything to poor Tom anyway! From the foul fiend that led through fire and flame, through foreign world shadow for a traitor. For blessed our fine mates. Tom's a cold.
Oh, this cold night will turn us into rapid and fools.
No, but take heed of the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Keep thy words justice. Swear not. Commit not with man's sworn spouse. And set not thy sweetheart on proud array. And defy the foul fiend. Oh, Tom's a cold.
What hast thou been?
A serving man. Proud in heart and mind. The word love's in my tongue. That curled my head. When they served the lust of my mistress's heart, and did the out darkness with. When they swore as many oaths as he spake words, and lived to break them in the sweet face of heaven. One that slept in the contriving of lust, and waked to do it. Oh, but wine I love deeply, dice dearly. Oh, woman, I out paramour to turn. Oh, pulse of heart, light of ear. Fox and stag, hog and sloth. Wolf and greed and dog and madness. Lion, prey. Let not the creaking shoot, nor the rustling of silks betray thy poor heart, woman. Keep thy foot out of brothels, thy hand out of plackets, and thy pen from lenders' books, and defy the foul fiend. Well, but through the hot warm blows the cold wind, says soup, moon, none in. Oh, dolphin, my boy, dolphin. Say stop, say stop. Let him chop by.
I would better afraid than to answer with thy uncovered body this extremity of the skies. Spread no more than wisdom. Consider him well. Thou owest the one no silk, the beast no hide, the sheep no wool, the cat no perfume. Ah, there's three on us are sophisticated. Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more but such a poor, bare, forked animal as thou art. Oh, you let it! Come, I want there!
Be protected! 'Tis too long a night to swim in. A little fire in a wild blue, the second old desert flood, a small spark, all the rest was mighty cold.
I have been your tenant and your father's tenant these many years.
Away. Get thee away. Thy comforts can do thee no good at all, thee living earth.
You cannot see your way.
I have no way, and therefore need no eyes. I stumbled when I saw, full oft to seen our comforts protect us, and our near deformities prove our commodities. Oh, dear son Edgar, the food of thy abused father's wrath, might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
Oh no! Who's there?
Oh God, who is it can say, I am the worst? I am worse than I ever was.
It's poor man Tom. Emma, where goes?
He's a beggar man.
Madman and beggar too.
Well, he must have reason, else he could not bear. In the last night's storm, I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. And then my son came into my mind, and yet my mind was then scarce a friend with him. I have heard more sins. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport.
How should this be? That is a trade that plays fool to sorrow, angering himself and others.
It is a good thing, good fellow.
Hi, my lord.
Then really get thee gone. time's plague when madmen lead the blind. But do as I bid thee. Or rather, do thy pleasure, but above all, be gone.
I'll bring him the best apparel that I have. Come on in, Will.
Sir naked fellow.
Good Tom! Can I go further?
Come hither, fellow.
Then I must. Bless thy sweet eyes. They bleed.
There's a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Take me but to the very brilliant, and I'll repay the misery thou dost bear with something rich about me. From that place I shall know leading need. Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee. When shall we get to the top of that same hill?
When we do climb up it now, look how we labor.
Thinks the ground is even
Horrible steep.
Hark,
You're here to see.
no, truly.
Why then, your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes' image.
So may it be indeed. Methinks thy voice is altered, that thou speakst in better phrase and matter than thou didst.
Ah, you might deceive. Nothing in my change but in my garments.
Send me where you stand.
And you are now within a foot of the extreme verge. For all beneath the moon, would I not leap even upright?
Look at my hands. Here, friends, another person and a jewel, well worth a poor man's saving. Your fairies and gods prosper it with you. Now, go thou further off. Bid me farewell, and let me hear you going.
No, fare thee well, sir.
With all my heart.
Why I do trifle thus with this despair is my
Oh,
nature.
you mighty gods! This world I do renounce, and in thy sights shake patiently my great affliction off. If I could bear it longer and not fall to quarrel with your great opposeless wills, my snuff and abused piece of nature should burn itself out. If Edgar live, oh, bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well.
Gone, sir. Farewell. Yet I know not how conceit may rob the treasury of life when life itself yields to theft. Had he been where he thought, by this had all thought been past. Alive or dead? Oh, you, sir? Friend? Hear you, sir? Speak! Thus he might pass indeed. No, yet he revives. What are you, sir?
Wait, let me die!
Oh, hadst thou been aught but gossamer, feathers, air, so many fathoms down precipitating, thou shivered like an egg, but thou dost breathe, hast heavy substance, speakest, bleedest not, art sound, 10 massa each, make not the distance thou hast perpendicularly fell. Thy life's a miracle, speak yet again.
Have I fallen or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky bourne, look abide. The shrill-gorged lark so far cannot be seen or heard. Do but look up.
I have no eyes. This wretchedness to be denied this benefit to end itself by death. Oh, it was yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
No, give me thy arm. Up, so. So, how is it? Feel you your legs? You stand?
Too well.
But this is above all strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what was that thing which parted from you?
Poor unfortunate beggar.
Oh, as I stood here below, methought his eyes were 2 full moons, and he had 1,000 noses, and horns whelked and waved like the enriched sea. He was some fiend. Therefore,
Think you that the clearest gods, who make them honors of man's impossibilities, help preserving thee?
I can remember now. Henceforth I shall affliction bear until it cry out itself, enough, enough! That thing thou speakst of, I took it for a man. Would often say, the fiend who took me to that place.
Bear free impatient thoughts. Halt, who comes here? Oh, sacred sense shall never accommodate his master thus.
No, they shall not touch me for spoiling. I am the king himself.
Outside, piercing sight.
Nature's above all in that respect. There's your pressed money. That fellow handles his bow like a crow keeper. Drop me a clothier's yard. A mouse. Piece of toasted cheese will do it. There's my gauntlet. Ribbon on the giant! Bring up the brown bears. Oh, well flown bird. In the club? Sure. Give the word.
Sweet Marjorie.
I know that voice. The trickle of voice I do well remember. Is it not the key? Ah, every inch a game. When I do stare, see how the subject quakes. I pardon that man's life. What was that cause? Adultery? Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? No. Meren goes to it in a small gilded fly, does lecturing my sight. Let copulation thrive, for Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughter's godwing the lawful sheets to it. Luxury, pell-mell, where I led soldiers. Behold yon simpering dame, whose face between her forks presages snow, that minces virtue, and does shake the head to hear a pleasure's name. There's hell, there's darkness, there is the sulphurous pit, burning, scolding, dense consumption. 5, 5, 5, pa. There's money for thee.
Let me kiss thy hand.
Oh, let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Welcome, my lord. Now, I wonder our mild husband not met us on the way.
Now, where is your master? Madam, within, but never man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at it. I told him you were coming. His answer was the worst. A
Leave thyself, devil. Proper deformity seems not in the theme so horrid as in women.
Vain fool!
My good lord, the Duke of Cornwall's dead, slain by his servant, going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eye?
A servant that he bred, thrilled with remorse, opposed against the act, bending his sword at his great master, who thereat rage flew on him, and amongst them felled him dead, but not without that harmful stroke which since hath plucked him after.
This shows you are above, you justicers, that these our nether crimes so speedily can venge. But oh, poor Gloucester, lost he his other eye.
Both, my lord. This letter, madam, craves a speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister.
One way I like this well, but being widow and my Gloucester with her, may all the building in my fancy pluck upon my hateful life. Another way the news is not so tart, I'll read and answer.
Where was his son when they did take his eyes?
Come with my lady hither.
Knows he the wickedness?
I, my good lord, was he informed against him?
Gloucester, I live to thank thee for the love thou showedst the king, to avenge thine eyes. But friend, tell me what more thou knowest.
Have our brother's power set forth? I, madam. Himself in person there? Madam, with much ado. Your sister is the better soul. Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home? No, madam. What kind of port my sister's letter to him? I know not, lady. Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter. It was great ignorance Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. Where he arise, he turns all hearts against us. Edmund, I think, has gone in pity of his misery to dispatch his nighted life, moreover to descry the strength of the enemy. I must needs after him, madam, with my letter. You must stay with us, the ways are dangerous. I may not, madam. My lady charged my duty in this business. And why should she write to Edmund? Might not we transport her purposes by word? Be like some things. I knew not what. I love thee much, let me see a little letter. Madam, I had rather. I know your lady does not love her husband. Of that I am sure. And as of her late being here, she gave the most strange, Iliad, the most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom. I speak and understand you. I know it, you are. Therefore I advise you to take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and the more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do chance to see him, pray you give him this. And when your lady hears thus much from you, I pray you desire to color wisdom to her. So fare you well. If you do chance to hear of that lying traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off. Would I could meet him, madam, I should show what party I do follow. So fare you well.
Ever gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worst of spirit tempt me to die before you please. What are you, Father?
Now, still, what are you? Most poorly, made tame to fortune's blows, who by the art of known and feeling sorrows, am pregnant to good pity. Come, give me thy hand, I'll lead you to somebody.
Hearty thanks. The bounty and the benison of heaven to boot and boot.
A proclaimed prize. Most happy. That I was head of thine was first frame flesh to raise my fortune. Thou old, unhappy traitor, briefly thyself remember the sword is out that must destroy thee.
Now let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold peasant, darest thou support a published traitor? Hence, lest of the infection of his fortunes take life hold on thee, let
blame us not to know our enemies' minds. Rip their hearts. Papers is more lawful. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. Your will wants not. Time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done if he return the conqueror. Then am I the prisoner, and his bed my jail. From the low warmth whereof deliver me, supply the place for your labor. Your wife, so I will say, affectionate servant, God. Oh, in this distinguished space of woman's will, applaud upon thy virtuous husband's life, and the exchange my brother. Oh, here in the sands I'll rake thee up, most unsanctified of murderous ledgers, and in the mature time of this most ungracious paper, strike the sight of the death practice. For him 'tis well that of thy death and business I can tell.
O thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is overpaid. All my reports go with the honest truth. No more, no clip, but so.
Be better suited. These weeds are memories of those worser hours. I prithee put them off.
Pardon, dear madam, yet to be known shortens my made intent. I hope I make it that you know me not, till we meet again.
Then be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Madam, sleep still.
O you kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses all wind up of this child-changed father.
So please your majesty that we may wake the king. He hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in this way of your own will. Is he arrayed?
Aye, madam. In the heaviness of sleep, we put fresh garments on
Be
him.
by good, madam. When we do awake him, I doubt not of his temperance.
Very well.
Please draw near and loud the music there.
Oh, dear father, restoration, hang my medicine upon my lips, and let this kiss prevent violent harm from my two sisters and thy reverence of me.
Kind and dear princess.
Had you not been their father, these white flakes did challenge pity of them. Was this a base to be opposed against the jarring winds? To stand against the deep dreadful thunder? The most terrible and nimble stroke of quick cross lightning to watch. What cared you with this thin helm? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, poor father, to hobble thee with swine and rogues forlorn in the short and musty straw? Alack, that it is wondering of thy life and wits at once and not concluded all. He wakes, speak to him.
Madam, to you 'tis fittest.
How does my vile lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art soul in bliss. But I'm bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
Our spirit I know. Where did you die?
Still far wise.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? At daylight. I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. But see, I feel the skin prick. But I were assured of my condition.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction o'er me. You must not kneel.
Do not mock me. I'm a very foolish, fond old man. 80 and upwards, not an hour more nor less. To deal plainly, I feel I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I know you. I know this man. Yet I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant what place this is, and all my skill remembers not these garments. Nor I know not where I did logs last night. Do not laugh at me. Yes, I am a man. I think this lady be my child. Cordelia.
So I am.
Your tears wet, yes, faith. I pray, weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him, and it is danger to make him over the time he has lost. Desire him to go in, trouble him no more till further settling.
Will it please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. Pray you now, forgive me, forgive. I am old and foolish.
Oh, is it true, sir, that the Duke of Cornwall was so slain?
Most certain, sir.
Who is the conductor of his people?
As they said, the bastard son of Gloucester.
They say Edgar, his banished son, is with the Earl of Kent in Germany.
Report has changed, though. 'Tis time to look about. The powers of the kingdom approach apace.
They have Richmond is like to be bloody. Fare you well, sir.
My point in period will be thoroughly wrought, or well or ill is this day's battle fought.
Some officers take them away. Good God, until their greater pleasures first be known that are to censure them.
We are not the first to attest meeting having heard the worst. For thee, O blessed king, I am cast down. Myself could else our frown false fortunes frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No! No, no, no. Let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in the cage. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down, ask thee forgiveness. So we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies. And hear poor rubes talk of court news. We'll talk with them too. Who loses and who wins, who's in, who's out. We'll take upon us the mystery of things as if we were God's spies. And we'll wear out in the walled prison acts and sex of great ones that ebb and flow by the moon.
Take them away.
Upon such sacrifices, my Cordelia, the gods themselves throw incense. Have I caught thee? He that parts us shall bring a brand from heaven. Fires hence like foxes. Like thine eye. The good years shall devour them flesh and fell ere they shall see us weep. But say them starved first. Come.
Come hither, Captain. Ah, take thou this note. Go follow them to prison. One step have I advanced thee. Thou dost as this instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortune. Know thou this, that men are as the time is. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not bear question. Either say thou do it, or bribe by other means.
I'll do it, my lord.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strength. Fortune led you well. You have the captives who are the opposites of this day's strife. I do require them of you. So to use them as we shall find, their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention at point in time. His age hath charms in it, whose title more to pluck the common bosom on his side, and turn our impressed lances in our eyes which do command them.
Will you, my son, please?
patience. I hold you but as subject to this war, not as a brother.
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasures might have been demanded ere you spoke so far. He led our powers, bore the commission of my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. His own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your edition.
By my rights, by me invested, he compares the best.
That should be the most if he should husband you.
Jesters do all prove prophets.
Then I that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony. Dispose of them, of me. The walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
Need you to enjoy him?
The let alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor in thine, Lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes.
Let the drums strike and proclaim my title thine.
Stay yet. Hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason. And in thy attempt, this gilded serpent, for your claims, fair sister, I bar them in the interest of my wife. 'Tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bands. If you will, make your loves to me. My ladies misspoke.
An interlude.
Gloucester, thou art armed. Let the trumpet sound. If none appear here to prove upon thy person thy heinous, manifest, and many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll make it all by heart ere I taste bread. Thou art in nothing less than I have proclaimed.
Sick, oh sick. Ah.
Not I'll ne'er trust medicine.
There's my exchange. What in the world he is that names me traitor? Villain like he lies, called by the trumpet. He that dares approach on him, are you who not? I will maintain my truth and honor firmly.
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. There's my sister. Come hither, Harold. Let the trumpet sound and read out this.
In his defense.
Sound.
Again. Again.
Ask him his purposes, why he appears on this call of the trumpet.
What are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost. But chief of truth, bear none can your bid. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to call.
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester?
Himself. What sayest thou to him?
Draw that sword. And if my speech offend a noble heart, may thy arm do thee justice. Here is mine. Behold, it is my privilege, the privilege of mine honors, oath, and profession. I protest, maugre thy strength, place, youth, and eminence, thy victor's sword, and thy fire new fortune, thy valor and thy heart. Thou art a traitor, false to thy gods, to thy brother, to thy father. In spirit against his high illustrious grace. And from the extreme upward of thy head, to the descent and dust below thy foot, a most toad-spotted traitor. Say thou knowest, and this arm, and this sword, and my best spirits have been to prove upon thy heart, whereto I speak. Thou liest.
In wisdom I should ask thy name. But since thy outside looks so fair and warlike, and that thy tongue some say of breeding breeds, what safe and nicely I might well delay, this sword of mine shall give an instant way where they shall rest forever. Trumpet, speak!
Or with this paper shall I stop it? Hold, sir. Thou worse than he.
I don't evil. No cherry, lady. I perceive you know it.
Say if I do. The law is mine, not thine. Who shall arraign me for it?
Oh, most monstrous. Knowest thou this evil?
Ask me not what I know!
She's never go after her, go after her.
What thou hast charged me with had I done, and more, much more. The time will bring it out. 'Tis past, and so am I. But what art thou, that hast this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. If more, the more thou hast wronged me. My name was Edward, and I own my fathers. The gods are just, and with our pleasant vices, making the dark and vicious place where we evil customs lies.
Thou hast spoken right. 'Tis true. The wheel has come full circle. I am here.
Methought I verily gave to prophesy a royal boldness. I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart, if ever I did hate thee or thy father. The prince I know.
Help! Help!
What kind of help? Speak! What means this bloody night?
'Tis hot and smokes. It came even from the heart. Oh, she's dead!
Who's dead? Speak!
Your lady, sir, your lady. And her sister by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
I was contracted to them both. Now all three, marry in an instant.
Oh! 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 Oh, you are men of stone, and I, your sons and eyes, I use them so that heaven falls and crack. It's gone for I know when one is dead and when one lives is dead. It's earth. Send me the looking glass. Is that a breath? Mistress stained the stone, why then she lives.
Is this the promised end?
Or image of that whore, fall and cease.
Feather stirs. She lives. It be so, it is a chance which does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt.
Oh, my good master.
Prithee away.
It is noble Kent, your friend.
A plague upon you murderers, traitors all. I might have saved her. Now she's gone for him. Cordelia. Cordelia. Stay a little. What is thou sayest? The voice was ever soft, gentle and low, an excellent thing in woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging thee.
Tis true he did.
Did I not, fellow? I have seen the day with my good biting falchion, I would have made them skip. I'm old now, and these same crosses spoil me. Who are you? Mine eyes are not the best, I'll tell you straight.
Fortune bragged, one she loved and hated, one of them we behold.
Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have lied, and now no breath at all? Thou come no more. Never, 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 never. Prithee, undo this button. Thank you, sir. Do you see this? Look on her. Look. Her lips. Look there. Look there.
He thinks! My lord!
My God! I pray, pray.
Look up, my lord.
Touch not his ghost, or let him pass. He hates him that put upon the rack of his tongue will stretch him out longer.
He passes indeed. Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. The
weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say.